It's Ken here with MrTruck.com. And for this video series, I'm partnering with Transwest Truck Trailer RV north of Denver. And what we're trying to do is cover trailering tips. We know how dangerous trailers can be or how intimidating they can be. So we want to give you some advice, some tips, some special features that may make it easier for you to get used to it and do all the fun stuff. CJ, where in the world are we? What are we doing? What is a horsepower?
This is a Logan horsepower pro model. This is here at Transwest. This is a snowmobile trailer or toy hauler. About anything you have motorized horsepower, you can haul in this trailer.
Well, that's cool. And how do they reach you guys?
So we're here at Frederick, Colorado at that store, Transwest Truck Trailer RV. You can call us at 303-684-3400.
Cool. I always thought Logan had the coolest names. Horsepower. That's just awesome. I know they have do they still have that whiz-proof flooring where the urine runs right through it from the horses? It's still called whiz-proof?
That's right, they do. They still have the whiz-proof flooring on their horse trailers. We say we sell trailers for horses or other horsepower.
That's true. That's true. Everything we have now has horsepower until, well, actually, I think they can rate those electric motors with horsepower too. I don't know. It's all electric hybrids. Well, let's look at this puppy. Look at that. Look at the bridge on that. It's got the spread that actually distributes the weight, does it?
Yeah, spread axle really helps with the way these trailers pull, but more importantly with weight distribution. You know, when we spread axles back here, we're going to take away some tongue weight on some of these trailers. I mean, you're going to be able to put a lot of stuff on this since it's a 31 foot on the floor and it's a box. So you have the capability to throw a lot on this trailer itself.
Cool. That's a gorgeous wheels on this.
Yep.
Aluminum. Oh, look, they got nitrogen in them.
Yep, nitrogen filled. So if, you know, really helps with PSI levels, not, you know, drastically changing, fluctuating. If you need to put air to these tires, you can, but we really like the nitrogen from that standpoint, especially here in Colorado. I mean, we've gone from 70 degrees, we're gonna go to single digits, and summertime we get hot and cold, so it really changes PSI levels on tires.
Yeah, you can't predict the weather in Colorado.
That's
you
right.
Never know. Okay, I wanna look at the front of this puppy. Let's see now. I've always liked Logan's. They put their galvanized steel frame and their aluminum body, and then they use this bed liner everywhere. Like the whole front of the jack wall is covered, the neck is covered, everything's covered in that stuff. What do they call their bed liner cover?
There's this vortex lining, but like you said, it's like a bed liner. And I really like it because one, you know, it gains a lot of strength. Also, when we get into stall areas or garage areas like this, I think it also deadens a lot of the noise. There's not as much echo. But underneath the gooseneck drop wall, I think is one of its biggest benefits, and probably almost it's a little bit overlooked in my opinion. Because if you think about it, rocks and things like that usually hit these front of these trailers and just beat them up.
Oh, sure.
And boy, does that, with the strength that's gained by having that underneath there, it really helps from that standpoint.
Yeah, and you don't hear the ping, ping, ping.
Exactly.
It's all gone. But
yep.
Yeah, that is so awesome. And you know, hardly anybody uses mud flaps, even though they should.
Yeah.
Nobody uses mud flaps. That's too cool. Yeah, I remember at some Logan thing I was at, they had one of the guys who did their bed liner with that company, and they said they took and they covered a center block with that same material,
yep.
Threw it off a 4-story building, and it just bounced.
Yeah, it bounced.
That's amazing.
That tells you the kind of strength. I mean, cinder blocks, sometimes if you look at them wrong, they'll crack. So.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Well, you look at this trailer, this is a 31 footer?
31 foot on the floor. And then you're gonna have a 7.5 foot nose. And that really kind of throws customers off because I hate to say it, in the horse trailer world, we do everything by floor length, to where when we get into campers or these style trailers, everyone else does it by overall length. So, you know, they say 31 foot and they're thinking, well, it's 31 nose to tail, but that's not the case. That is floor length. So that's one thing that we always have to kind of walk people through when we're talking about the lengths of these trailers.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty long trailer. Then you got the cool with that borderless window. What do they call it? Frameless window?
Yep, the frameless window. You're seeing a lot more of that in our industry on these type of trailers.
Yeah, you got the EQ hydraulic jack. I thought it was nice to put this outside because, you know, usually you have to bend your head over and climb underneath there and you end up back here somewhere. But this one's right there on the outside where you can see the truck, you see everything. That's just too cool.
Yeah.
Is that your idea?
I'll take credit today.
Now, I'm wondering, should we do the side door first or the back door? What do you want to show me next?
We're right here. We can do the side door on this trailer.
Oh, you got butterfly latches, 2 of them holding that big door up.
A lot of the competitors, when they were designing these, you know, everything was a perfect square.
Yeah.
Well, and the guys that helped design it, you know, you're coming off at an angle, so they were able to go in and design to where you have this angle coming off when you're pulling your snowmobiles off, and we got these flaps that go over like those hinges there, so we're not getting snow compacted in there too when we're going on and off.
Well, that's what makes the gate so much wider by doing an angle like that.
Correct.
I've seen a lot of horse trailers like that, so they can walk up the sideways, but man, I like a big door. That is too cool. Because, you know, you hit the bottom of the door, you might go a little too fast, and then it narrows up here, you're already under control.
Yep.
Oh yeah, this is just too cool. Got all kinds of cogs on there, so you got traction. Oh wow, we're up here in the neck where the heater is. I remember watching Andrew work on all this stuff.
Yeah, so up there, what we're looking at, get some lights on in here, is there's a couple things. When they first kind of came out with this, we were running all these boxes with a 40K heater, which was great, but we were trying to do these boxes and then this whole garage area, and it just wasn't enough. So I started putting these 75K hot dog heaters on here. So now this one here will heat this whole box, and then we've got the 40K underneath here that's gonna heat up these cabinets. So now you can hang, you know, your snowmobile jackets, throw your helmets in there, those type of items, and again, use that 40K heater to heat that up. And then also over here is a box for gloves and boots.
Well, that's cool. You're snowmobiling, you always get covered in snow, and then you get in here, it's going to melt, and you got to get rid of the water. So you can dry off your boots, dry off your coats, maybe throw a sleeping bag up there, take a nap. This is too cool. Wow, look at that inverter. 2,000 watt, that's a pretty big inverter.
Yep, it is. So, and then you've got the ability, you got a 30 amp breaker package on this. So, you know, you could take a portable generator with you. Obviously, don't have it running inside here.
Yeah.
It'd be out exterior, but line and insulate package. So again, with what we're heating, it's gonna keep it.
Is that a speaker back there?
Yep, there's a speaker. We have actually a stereo located right over here.
Oh, cool.
We've got USB plugs, 12 volt plugs. You've got additional cabinetry.
Wow, it's even got gaskets on it.
Yep, gaskets on that. Big shelf, tons of hooks.
Holy cow.
Then out here, you've got a charging station for like,
Oh, wow.
you know, GPS, outlets.
That's too cool, because right now we have a lot of electronics we got to take with us everywhere we go.
That's right.
That is cool, man. We can hang the kids by their coats up on all those hooks.
Yeah.
This is good. And then you got the side lighting, or those are the ones you hook your O-rings to?
Yeah, this is our cargo track. So this goes
wow.
the full length on each side. Now, exception of where the side ramp door is there. But
Yeah.
now you've got the ability to move these rings anywhere you want whenever you're securing whatever toy you have in here.
Well, that's awesome. I like those rings. That's getting to be a cool thing. They used to be just on flatbeds. Now they're everywhere. That's awesome.
You got a bench. Some of these items can be added after the fact too.
Oh, yeah. Is this where the mother-in-law sleeps, or what is it? Oh, this is just a place to sit, because you got to sit somewhere and take your boots off.
That's right.
That's how I am. Wow, that's too cool. You got another one over there, so you got...
And then we've got access door.
Well, look at this. There's no fenders. It's like a flat floor. You barely can... You must have really sunk those down in there.
That's right.
That's good. That gives you so much room. You can get 2 snowmobiles in here, maybe 2 four-wheelers.
Yeah, we got a lot of width. We're taking advantage of this wide box by doing that.
Yeah, that's just too awesome. Let's go out the ramp.
This here is also a fuel door. So again, as you go to a pump and you're maybe needing to fuel up your toys, here I'll step out here and open it up. But as you do that, as you pull up to the pump, you'll be able to, you know, go right in and fuel up some of your toys or cans or anything like that as well.
You got to make it convenient as I go running down the ramp.
We took a page out of the GMC bumper there.
Yeah, That is, you got to have something to get up in there.
Step and grab handles on the door.
Oh, I noticed that. You got a grab handle on both sides, which is great for old farts like me. That's the way to do that. Then it's cool. It's all white inside, so you can always see everything you want to see. I like that. Now, I've also noticed, of course, you got LEDs all over the place. Look how much clearance there is under this. You could really go off-roading looking for the best snow and the best trails. So you could really cross the deep stuff with this trailer. How much clearance does it have underneath the frame?
You know, I haven't put a tape on it. I mean, there is an adequate amount. By going with that deck over type right there, I mean, you definitely gain a lot of clearance. Now, one of the things that it creates a little bit of a challenge is, and again, Logan has taken care of this, is this dovetail back here that we'll take a look at too.
Cool.
Don't go away, MrTruck.tv. We'll be right back.
Well, that's cool. You got torsion axles, so you don't have to worry about anything.
Correct.
Wow, those 10 ply, 20 ply, what are they?
These here are 10s here.
Okay, cool. Wow, look at that. It even tells you what you can tow with this.
That's
Side-by-sides, ATVs, and snowmobiles.
Yeah. And here's a look at that dovetail. So if we were to take that box straight across and then drop that ramp, you're dealing with a real sharp angle there. So if you're dealing with longer items, maybe one of those 4-seater razors, you know, when your front tires break over, you're gonna have a belly there. So by having this dovetail, we create a few more angles to it so where you can get those toys on and off this trailer really easy.
That makes sense, that makes sense. A lot of that stuff will hang up in the middle. Wow, look at a giant tailgate. And all the cool rubber flaps and traction, and it's cable assist like your garage door is.
That's right.
Wow, what's down in that
We
little
also have this track, we can pop those out.
Yeah?
So when we go to wash this, you know, as snow melts obviously off your toys, they're gonna be coming off and that just drains right out.
Wow. Well, that's a good thought. And then you got what, those tie downs or plugs?
Those are plugs there.
Drain plugs, okay, that makes sense. Too cool. Oh yeah, wow. You guys thought of everything.
I think they thought of everything, and we throw our suggestions and ideas at them too.
Well, that's cool. Thermostats are clear back here. This is good. That means that the whole thing gets warm before it shuts down the furnace. I like that. I wish my house was like that. Getting a long ways from you. And yeah, all kinds of outside lights. Okay, 6, 7 speakers? Is that what you have? Or 3 on this side, 1 in the front? I guess they're all on this side.
Yeah, I guess we're all on that side, yeah.
Okay. Kicker, that's the guys that put the GM ones on your Denali and that back tailgate. They're kickers, yeah.
Okay.
Same kind of system. And back there, you know, they're waterproof marine grade speakers. I don't know what these are. Just have to throw some snow up there, see what happens. And you got vents on top. That's too cool. And you got some more outlets. This is too cool. Looks like some nice welds on these aluminums. Well, there's a speaker up on top. Is that what that is?
I believe that's for the Bluetooth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's Bluetooth capable.
Now this floor is the same thing we showed you on the neck, on the jack wall. It's a bed liner style that they have. So you got traction, you're not going to be slipping, which is good. Even with the snow, and this will clean out so well.
Yep.
And it looks like it goes up the wall a little ways, so you're not going to get water all over the place. That's good for cleaning things out. You want to make it easy. Wow. This is an awesome trailer. Okay, CJ. I brought a toy. I want to drive it in here.
Okay.
This horsepower trailer from Logan Coach.
Yeah.
It's got an equalizer jack. Now they're called EQ. It's so nice to have power jacks on everything. You got 2 batteries and all kinds of contraptions to make it easier to work on the trailer wiring. I noticed that up front too. Of course, it's got a power box, so if you want to work on things or track things down, it's all right there. 2 propane tanks. Hi, it's Kent with MrTruck.com. Another review, a product review for trucks. And this time it's Roadmaster Active Suspension. Now, I've heard about this for years and years and years. All my friends have them, they all bragged about them. But I didn't understand how you could put a half a spring on half of a leaf and how that would work. But now I know how it works against the shackle, the hinge of your leaf spring, and how that tightens it up and controls the leaf, which is what. So it's kind of like an anti-sway bar. It does a lot of things to control the motion back there. And you don't want a whole lot of motion back there, especially with an empty truck. Where you're on a loaded truck, you want to control that, but an empty truck is really squirrely. You need a lot of control there. You just saw the Roadmaster controlling the factory leaf spring. And that's what it does. It controls it during a wheel hop when the axle's trying to bounce and then go sideways on you. Controls the axle wrap, which is the drive shaft, universal joints, and the pinion, all torquing too much angle because of the leaf springs turn into like a big S. It actually bends the factory leaf springs going through axle wrap. And just shows you just how easy it is to install. It's very quick installation. I think I did it in 30 minutes. And then in here it shows, how I installed it. You install it to the eye in the front. The part goes underneath the leaf springs, and then this part cups back over by the shackle. Well, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and we'll see you at the gas station.